3HL 104.5 The Zone, SEC Media Days wrapping up, and we're going to wrap up the show and the week, well, at least Thursday. Our time here, Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Auburn coach Hugh Freeze joins us now. Hugh, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. It's always good to be with you guys, and I've always loved being with you. I've known of Ron for so long, and from my time in Tennessee, and of course Dawn has been not only she's a friend, really. So, and she's a War Eagle. So,
I was just going to say,
this is for her.
I told the boys, I said, I am going Homer on this. War damn Eagle, baby. I'm like, let's go. We saved the best for last. We got Coach Freeze right at the end.
On the front end.
I love it.
Before she gets into all that, it's really rare for a coach to come in the day before. What went into that decision? Did you enjoy that?
We ran into Coach
last
night.
So we decided, since it was in Dallas, that we should do the AU Dallas Club.
Gotcha.
And it didn't make sense for me to come do the club and then fly back. Mm-hmm. And so I decided to stay. Well, of course, I'm hungry when we get here, and Lee Van Horn, our football administrator and chief of staff, our AD, we went down to the little place here to eat a burger or something, and man, all of a sudden, I see Dawn and Chris Lowe and Ron Slay and all the Alabama people and Dari and Alyssa and and it was I don't know, I've never done that before, and you normally have this get in and get out, and I do think my personality is different than a lot of coaches, but
that is definitely true.
I think you got to be true to who you are, But we didn't talk football. We didn't talk. We just told stories and talked about people we knew. The best shooter I ever saw. And then catching up with Dawn and FaceTiming her child. And
I seriously did. And of course I'm like, all right, baby Babs, let's go. Come on, perform. I'm like, do your War Eagle like I taught you. And of course she's like all camera shy. I'm like, it's Coach. Oh, what do you do?
But I just thought that was neat for me, really. And I know everybody's got a job to do, and when we don't get it done, y'all have to do your job. And there's Payton, and I get all of that, but we're all human,
right?
And it was just kind of neat and then I left y'all and thought I was going to the room and ran into all the next round guys and the Alabama media.
No, you're never getting away from that. Coach, did they drag you to karaoke?
Oh, they tried, but that was a hard no.
What's the go-to karaoke song?
Oh, either Living on a Prayer
or
A Hell of a View by Eric Church.
That's my guy right there. Okay, we do have to talk a little bit of ball. Yeah. Payton just walked by, and obviously Payton Thorne, quarterback. I just assume everybody knows everything about Auburn. But Auburn fans maybe aren't sold on Payton. So tell me why Auburn fans should be sold on Payton and your offense this year.
Well, I think year two is always going to be better with certain things. But the thing that I think will make the difference if he gets it done, and look, he and I are very candid with one another that you've got to get it done. Right. We got some younger guys that I think have capacity to be really good also. But Payton, since January, when we went back to the verbiage that I'm familiar with, and everybody in that offensive room now, analysts, on field, they all have been with me before. Yeah. And I think that feeling of, man, that chemistry that I sense from there is bred more confidence. Combine that with, I think he believes he has some guys that can win routes, and he's not hesitant to let it go.
Yes.
And I don't mean that to be negative toward anything or anyone, truthfully, but there were times that we didn't win at the top end of routes, and now I see him, when in summer workouts and spring ball, I could just see that confidence growing. I mean, the guy he threw for 6,500 yards in the Big Ten. I mean, it's not like, but he had some NFL receivers.
Right.
And
a really good running back his first year.
I'll tell you the one that nobody, and this is not a Payton deal, but nobody's talking about Jarquez Hunter. He's the leading rusher coming back in the league. I think he's going to have a dominant year, which obviously plays into the passing game being better.
You led right into it.
Yeah.
You think about Hugh Freeze and his offense and getting points and spreading it out, but the run game, man, that's important, man.
That's what it starts with, right, Coach?
People think, I don't know. I get, I guess when I came to this league, I brought the RPO world that gave everybody problems and the tempo but I've never been one that didn't want to run the football.
Right.
And, I want to run it, man. When you're running the ball, man, there's a comfort level in calling plays that you feel pretty good about. And, I think we were third in the league last year in rushing, and Payton can do that too now.
Yeah.
I don't want to call a lot of quarterback runs. I don't think that's smart, but I do want to call enough that makes you as a defense say, we got to be mindful. There could be an extra gap.
Yeah.
Hugh Freeze with us on 3HL. Thank you for the time, Coach. I know you got a busy day.
Oh, gosh. This went too short.
Hey, trust me. But my guy Kirk behind you is like, you better wrap this up, Davenport.
I didn't see it. She had to tell me. Well, we appreciate you. You're wrapping up our coverage of SEC Media Day, so we appreciate it.
You guys are very gracious. I enjoyed our time together both last night and this morning.
I said,
love you, Coach.
Last year,
More damn
when
Eagle.
you got back in there, give him his time. Give him time.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, no question.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great day.
Coach.
All right, Hugh Freeze, and that's going to wrap it. The SEC Media Day.
That was a great time right there.
Best for last.
How about that?
Right?
Always.
That's what we did.
I like that. I'll agree. I agree with you on that one, Babs.
4 big days. Obviously, Oklahoma, Texas, a big story coming through, but so many storylines that we'll all be following. And this kicks off the college football season. It's here.
Finally.
War Eagle.
I knew
you can't turn away from
it. I was so excited that we were going to close it out with Coach Freeze.
Absolutely.
And you heard him talk about the wide receivers. Freeze 4 is the talk right here, and he thinks Payton can do it with the receivers.
We'll be back in town tomorrow. Coming up on the Friday edition of 3HL. Greg Cosell will join us at 3:20. Big Savagery, Ramon Foster at 4:20, and we'll be back in studio. Love y'all. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
SEC ya.
Wouldn't want to be you unless you're Traylon Burks, Tajay Spears, or the Auburn Tigers.
War Eagle.